Hello, everybody. Get this set up so I have my hands free when I get the little one. She'll be bouncing back and forth. There. Turn that off. I have posted the link for the free pattern for making that art. You always got to remember it's backwards. Hi, Randy. You feeling better? You got to say yes. You should almost come on and say what your blood sugar is. Yes, I'm feeling better. Randy's the first one here. Even though it says there's 4 of us. Getting things ready. Steps. Still under 200. Why isn't it not going down? You're being stubborn. You still can't see? Good enough? Okay. Yeah, that blood sugar has a lot to do with that vision. And you're still married. Because that would be grounds for a lot of arguing. Hi, Courtney. But yeah, it's like I turned the wrong way. I'm gonna grab the heart-shaped pillow. The block consists of everything but this little border. But it says grab some reds and pinks, and I'm not the pinkest person. Hi, Denise. Oh, I got the baby. You're taking 2. Well, at least it went down a little. Hi, Jennifer. But this is the pattern that was linked at the beginning. And I can link it again. It's still on the trigger finger. And with this one also, she has where you can get a shamrock. And I can show you the shamrock. Okay, June. And then the shamrock one, that's what it looks like. Hi, Sharon. But it's like, I have daughters that wanted decorations. Their mom was slacking, so both of them get a heart pillow and both get a shamrock pillow. You're working on that one for the customer. Husband's is in the house binding, and customer's in the car. It'll get done eventually, but I'll wait for a little bit. My heart one's up there that I'm doing today, but I'm going to top stitch this stuff here. For the back of the pillow, I just use a fat quarter. And Randy, it is a piece of material. It's not my hip or hind quarter. Hi, Darlene. Darlene just got back from a hike at 40-degree temps. It's 36 here, partly sunny. We have no snow. Are we glad we don't? Kinda. I don't know how the farmers feel. And thank you, Randy. But yeah, her mama goes back to work here in a little bit. And then we'll have the little one. It's because she only, what is it, 6 blocks? She just has 6 blocks to get to work, and you don't have to worry about traffic. Have you given up all the food that you totally love, Randy? My husband said it was the worst diet ever. He says, all I can have is meat. I says, basically. They put you on like a keto diet. Hi, Donna. Yeah, can't have what you want, that's for sure. The wind is blowing and the dirt is stirring, but it's better than snow. Yes. And you get to go see some beautiful sights hiking out there. And the birds. Seen a rabbit last night. When Emily was here picking up. She took Delaney to the doctor yesterday. She's got a bronchial thing. Well, Randy, they tell us cross stitchers that we need. Here comes the star of the show. As cross stitching, they say put on another pair of reading glasses over the glasses. I says, I already have bifocal. It's like increase your bifocal reading straight. What you doing? She's wide awake.
She says, stop doing that.
Is Mama getting you? Is Mama getting you?
Yeah.
That's because she loves you.
Okay, I'll see you later. Okay. I see you at the work.
Okay, here comes the star of the show.
Yes. Yes.
Here she is.
Bye-bye. Have fun.
Now she's going to stare at Mama.
Is that funny? Okay, I'll see you later.
It's like, oh, you need your little materials. There's yours. There's yours.
Do you have anything in here for a
bag?
Just in case.
I do now. Huh?
Just in case.
I thought you was leaving, Mom.
Bye.
This is what she likes playing with. Randy says she's as cute as me. We'll go for that, Randy. You're here. But it's like, yeah, she went to the doctor yesterday. She just has a bronchial thing going on. And if she's not better, then they'll antibiotics. But right now, it's just got to do its thing. She's staring at the stuff. And did I miss Farmstead coming in? Well, it's like some of the names I don't remember. Because it's Randy, I have the problem with the laptop, the screen's out there where I can't see it there. I have to look over here. It's just out of the bifocal zone, but not in the right zone here. June saying hi to everybody. And what are you looking at? Your material? Or the mouse? Whoop. Yep, she had a good 2+ hour nap. Hi, Gladys. I mean, I had to hold her for the 2-hour nap that she had. But because of my quilting handicap here, it's like I got things set up to where I can. He said, bless you on your sneezing. Yeah. I guess I better plug that in too. It's like, where's the safe spot? There isn't a safe spot with these little hands. Put this out here. Plug this in. And she had the hiccups earlier. But she's got her bottle in her tummy. She's had a nap. She should be doing good. When she lets go, there she goes. Yeah, one of the gals is putting together her Rita Ruth sampler quilt that we did. And she didn't have quite enough squares, so she's going to... Hi, Melanie. But it's like... as soon as she gets some of her... She's looking at the elephant. She loves the bright colors on the elephant up there. Yeah, it's just waiting for backing and batting to go under it. And more time. Yeah. You gonna help Gigi Ma quilt that? Yeah. How are y'all doing? Melanie asks. I get her every day this week. Her aunt's gonna go get her hair done on Friday. So I have her on Friday too. Had her all last week, so no biggie. Gives me something to do. Gives me something to do. What are you doing? Boop, boop, boop. You want to lay in your, or do you want to lay in there? Yeah, you want to lay in there? And then Grandma can get something done. Yeah, right. Like Grandma can get something done. It's getting all rough. Yeah. Austin was down and trimmed his hair the other day. And then he trimmed his beard too. Okay, we'll see if we'll lay down for a little bit. Here's this. Here's this. Put that on there and there. On the easel back here, I have all the pieces for the block. So I'll like gotta sit them out here. This one here is all chain stitched together. So I have to sit these ones out on the table. I got it half done. Sometimes you just have to do a little starting, especially when you're doing on a live. And then not knowing what my little one's going to do here. So, oops. At least it's easy to pick back up. Throw it back up there. Just straighten out the webbing. Because it doesn't have... it's got t-shirt material. Not just batting. And normally I pin it. But I'm trying to not use so many pins with the little one here. What? No, she still has her cough, Melanie. She has a bronchial thing. The pediatrician said it should go through. Now, you knock off. I gotta go block the dog off. She has a toy. Hi, Lana. Mike took off for the hills, and I don't know if I want to nap or set up my sewing machine. Yeah. She has a toy, and when she gets that toy, there's no stopping her for barking. She is just... doesn't give up. Setting up my blocks back up here. Yep, who let the dog out? And then who let the baby in? What? What are you doing? Gotta roll the wagon up this way so I can see, she can see me more. Oh, boo. She was playing fine earlier. Here you go. Just gotta keep a toy with her. So, see if I can turn this down a little. So you can see my mess down here. It's like, you can't see clear up the top, but I'm going to chain stitch them to make them a web. You are fine. There's 6 rows. Okay. Jennifer had a phone call. You're fine, Jennifer. That's our life. I have a little one that's fighting me over here, but they have to do that downtime sometimes. Oh, she finally found something to look at. Hi, Charlotte. Seen Charlotte over at Kathy's earlier. When I was grounded for my 2 hours. That's what I call it, grounded. Well, just seen the bobbin thread ran out, so switch that out. You're fine. You're fine. Really? You're fine. You're fine. What do you want next? What do you want next? You want that? Boop, 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 boop. There's, and then this. She's holding things, but everything's got to fit in her mouth. She's going through that stage. Hi, Kathy. I'm going to stitch a 1/4 inch of this one or so I can get my web that I want. The link posted is for the it's like, did I goof up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the link for this block I'm doing today. And while you're over there, there's also a clover one that's available. There is a clover one available at the same site. And if you want to watch tutorial, it's at Corey Yoder Quilts. Yes, you're fine. It's in her hand. She's trying to figure out. Oh, now she figured out how to throw it. You both throwed it. You throwed it. She shouldn't be hungry for an hour, but you just never know. She gained a pound between last month's appointment and this month's appointment. I guess she didn't gain enough. I don't know. I've never went by those growth charts. I don't remember that long ago. I don't know who's winning the fight. Well, I did something wrong, or I have a block on the floor. I'll have to figure it out. I have 2 squares to go and only 1 block. So I'll take it off before I do something wrong. Two blocks don't fit in 3. And there it is. What? Oh, you're getting mad? Yes, you're going to get mad? Okay. You can come up here and sew with me. What you got? What? You've been awake for a whole hour. Are you ready to go back to sleep already? So, there's the 3 I need. Well, I said that I did a secondary thing in case I had interruptions. And I think this is an interruption. It's a good interruption, but so I'm going to take the shamrock block that I pre-made. It's pinned and ready. So I will just do the quilting. His little hands want to help. There you go. There's your material. I'm just going to straight stitch down and quilt the block. And you can draw your lines, or you can just, I'm just going from the centers. There's yours. Now there's pins in this one, young lady. Yeah, there's pins in this one. Yeah, you're on the tube. You're on the tube. Yeah, it's like needle coming threaded. Wait, you don't need the pins. You don't need the pins. But it's like, so what's everybody working on? Any special projects? Do you decorate for the holidays? That's another one. Okay, I'm going to get this started. Use my two hands. June's making some pillowcases. Is that to donate, or is that for your granddaughter? I just sew down, making binding. I don't decorate at all. My daughters, they wanted decorations. So it's like, you do what you have to do. Keep them happy. I decorate a lot. They got it. My mom decorated just for Christmas. So we decorate Easter, Christmas. And then later in the years, Mom decorated because she loved doing ceramics. Yeah. No, we can't. You can't pull. You can't pull. Trying to keep the pins out of her way. What? What? I'm making a quilt out of some old jeans and flannel shirts I saved years ago. Making an alphabet cute quilt. I know I keep finding new ones that I should make. My mom decorated and my daughter does, I guess. It skipped a generation. Well, some people just don't have the time, whatever we want to call it. And as you can see, my time gets a little more because it's like this one's probably tired again. Because I should put it won't go nowhere if I have the foot up. It's like these pillows are something that's kind of easy. And one pillow form, just make a new block. Because this is just a 12.5-inch block with a 2-inch piece added around all 4 sides. Now I'm quilting it the best I can. This one's mine anyway, so I can say it was created by Delaney and I. So if it's got crooked rows, it's got crooked rows. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. Doop, 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 doop. I always forget which sewing machine has the lever wear. I can take out some more pins. But Melinda was here this weekend and she took her 2 home with her. And then she delivered Ronnie her shamrock one. That's the only thing I had extra of. What? Yeah. It's like one of my Microsoft things. Saying it needs something. I don't know what it needs. Computers always need something, it seems like. Update this, update that. Yeah, that's what I think. There's your material. There's your material. Wait. You want to turn around and Grandma just keep rocking you? Yeah. Seems to be what she likes to fall asleep. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? I used to, but not anymore. I have a few Valentine's quilts that I lay out. That will be okay. Yeah, I have no Valentine quilt. Do I have anything? My red and white one? Oh, I do have one. And then when I quilted the hearts, I think it was a directional thing. But I'll pull it out and set it on the table, on the chair. And then tell everybody, do not touch it. Uh-oh, Auntie Terry wants to know how you are. She has a bronchial thing started. And if it gets any worse, then they'll give her antibiotic next week. Let it run its course and see if it gets better or not. Alani yesterday, she fell asleep before I could get her on the bus. Oh, yesterday. This poor little girl. I gotta tell you, this poor little girl everything was going fine. Alani, just no life. And it's like, we got out in the car with her, drove down to see if we could find any deer or anything. Come back, Alani's sound asleep. And then the bus pulls in. and I'm trying to wake her up. And it's like, it was not fun. I don't know why. I grabbed my phone off the dash, which normally I leave it on the dash, and I roll down my window. Little Maya locked my pickup. It was running with Delaney in there and her. That was it. Alani was on the bus, and I called her mama. Her mama said she didn't know if she should laugh or what the heck, because her daughter is in there screaming. And so she had to run down to my house, get the spare keys, come out, and unlock me. Hi, Nancy. 20 minutes, over 20 minutes, I was standing out there in that 27-degree temperature, trying to entertain this one through the window to get her to quit crying. And that wasn't working. So then I ended up pushing on the side of the pickup to get it in the rocking motion. And I got her to go to sleep. I rocked her enough, she went to sleep. I don't know how I got so lucky. I now carry a spare key in my coat pocket because I have Casey's house keys. Yeah, because we tried, Casey was in another town. Her daddy was in another town. Emily she just said at work, she says, my dog locked grandma out of the pickup and my daughter's in there screaming. And she just left. And it's like, every time I got Maya back up on the armrest, and it's like, oh, yes, get my ponytail out of your face. She would just hit the lock button over and over and over again. It's like, maybe they should have it where if you keep hitting the lock button, that it unlocks. This is this. Yes, I am going to put a short leash in there to where she can't get near the doors. Sounds like the best solution for me. Because her eyes was so red and puffy from crying. But I said I should just separate everything. There's a child-proof locks in my SUV. Are they dog-proof? It's like there's some cars that won't let you lock it if the key's in the ignition and it's running, but not mine. But I'm thinking just a short leash and hook it in with the seatbelt. But when we got here, I was so cold. I just didn't want to do anything. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, Maya's a dog. The one I just had to block off because she was barking. But see, it doesn't take much to rock her to sleep if you can get there. Yours, see, mine's just the 2013 model. But that's not how I wanted to start my week. And then I guess Alani, she slept in school. 2006. And she came here. She ate half of her pizza. And then she fell asleep. And then Emily said when she picked her up at 5:30, 5:45, she went right back to sleep in the car. And she she took her in the house, put her on the couch by Grandpa, and she says she probably went back to sleep there too. But she shouldn't be really tired. She just had a over 2 hour nap at from 9:30 to 11:30. But they're so precious. And then, she might be sleeping more because of her bronchial thing. I didn't feel well this morning. I feel better now. Lots of viruses going around. No, she doesn't have a fever. And if she gets red cheeks right now, it's because she keeps rubbing back and forth on me. When she's done sleeping, I feel like I'm drenched from sweat and slobber. Wonder if yeah. Yeah, I say we're too old. We're all too old to get sick anymore. It seems like it takes us forever to get better. But I shouldn't have sent Alani to school. I should have just told the bus driver that she wasn't coming. But then I might have been able to coax her into opening the door. But if I wouldn't have taken, I don't know why. I normally leave the cell phone on the dash, but I took it off for some reason. Thank you, Terry. Oh, you took your CPAP machine off and was snoring? That would do it. And normally her mama don't go down the mile dirt road at 45 either. She's a little bit in a hurry. First she chewed out Maya for locking the door, and then she checked on her baby. And she says, boy, she was crying hard. I says, yeah. And she says, how did you get her to sleep finally? I says, rock the pickup back and forth. But she got to listen to music. She got to listen to Wild Thing. Her first song was Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And I don't classify that as fun. Yes. I'm going to they say that we need to be tethering our dogs. Well, I think I'm going to tether. My grandson hates the song Wild Things. Derek? No, I wasn't having fun. My son, a town away, he goes, if it wasn't for the baby, you could go in the house and keep warm until Emily got there. But I'm not leaving my pickup, not with my little one in there. I was still trying to convince Maya that she could hit that lock button. I got her within a 1/4 inch of it. Okay, Lana, go run your errands. And then when we got here and she woke up, I says, don't hold this against Gigi, Ma. I says, your furry sister did it. I laid all the blame on the dog. Even though I did wrong by, I should have, my dogs never ever got on the armrest. I guess I just had the right dogs. Okay, now where do I gotta go? Gotta go to the middle block, move the pin. Thread the needle. I don't have a person to call like Kathy. It's me, myself, and I. Threaded. I can't say Dave's. Hi, Joan. Yeah, she just fell asleep. I'm just quilting on a shamrock block. And if you want the pattern, it is tagged in the video in the more section. And it was linked a couple times on here. I'm not sure if laptops later you can hit the links or not. I can link it again up there as soon as I figure out where I put the mouse. Because it's still on my trigger finger. There's a heart one and a shamrock one. They're a free pattern by Corey Yoder of Coriander Quilts. She has a YouTube video. It's in the year ago category. Because my shamrock pillow that is now at Melinda's house is when I made it, when she did it last year. And then my heart will be purple for Valentine's Day. That way my girls can't steal it. I'm just doing some straight line quilting. That's the only thing I do on this. I did a arch stuff, but I drew every arch. Because there's 2 more pillowcases here that I did for my other quilt. And I drew out the part circles. That's why they make different sized dinner plates. You always have something to use. You just finished editing your next video. I will upload it later. Okay. Let's see what Terry's coming out with next. Just got back from the doctor appointment. Doctor was sick and changed over my... Oh. Okay. So, it's like when you're writing things, you never know when it's going to run out of your numbers. Yeah, that's not good. Well, that's like my eye doctor closing his business and not notifying us. They sent it out on the last bill. But all these greens, Terry, you could make a lot of shamrock pillows probably. I had to do some digging. I'm about out of greens. I always have to have one arm to support the back of the sleeping one. Taking your sister for a CT scan. And then do housework for her. Yeah, that's a nice sister. Let's see if this one will lay down. She's so comfortable. I get to pull all the pins out right now. It's all quilted. There's the back. I used muslin. I have the better quality muslin. I go, if I'm buying, I'm buying. It works really good for things like this. I always tie my ends in the back because I don't want them to back out. You love the greens too? Well, shamrocks need to be green, right? Or clovers. I think she just called it a clover. Scrappy clover. Oh, not that one. Can't find the 4th string. Not that one. Not that one. Is it that one? I had it for a moment. No, that one's already there. Denise, amazing how you were able to sew straight. Yeah, it's like, it's just, I'm getting better at it. She's just getting more relaxed right now. Okay, there's that one. And there's that one. Pull them both up at the same time. That works. I'm getting more and more practice. Then I do the surgeon's knot, where you wrap it twice through the end, and that way when you pull the knot up, it stays snug against each other. Yes, and she loves the arms even more because she can sleep upright. It's just I never know what I'm wearing. She's so out. You hope to relearn machine quilting soon? I do only very simple. It's like, as Terry knows, slow and sure. You get it eventually. It does come to you eventually. But machine quilting, like Terry's with their little grace frame and the unregulated stitching, it takes a little more. Because you have to learn to dance. Because you have to be in control of your movement. Too long a movement, you'll get eyelashes. Too short a movement, you got to get with the flow. Does your long arm machine? Yes, I have stitch regulator. I tried on manual just to practice again. It was terrible. It was terrible. I'm finding that the glide thread works the best. Yeah. It's like when I did try on this one, I had the stitch length on 0 was how I got my best. I had to have the stitch length on 0. If I didn't, then I wouldn't sew. It was the ugliest stitches ever. But I would rather, I think I got all the ends. Nope, just this one. Is there an end on the other side still? Yep. Go pull the loose tooth, see if I can figure out which one it is. Gotta figure out which one it is. Acts like it's this one, but it's just not pulling up like it should. There isn't one of those old school baby swings somewhere? No. No luck yet finding one. 1, 2, 3. Come on, pull it up there. The only place we have found that she really enjoys laying by herself is on my bed. I don't know why. But that isn't going to last very long. You had a Frankenstein long arm before, and now I'm working on hopefully getting back to that. Yeah. My original frame, the frame I have, was originally designed for kind of like the Grace frame, except for firmer, heavier duty built. I don't have an umbrella stroller either. I'm going to try and sit her down because she's kind of waking up. Kind of. That way I can get these pieces. Now I have to trim down to the green edge. Gonna have to put tissue down there just to get the sweat. Yeah, the one with the baby swing, the one downfall that I remember way back when was it seemed to push all the diaper fluids up and out, and then you'd have a puddle under the swing. I remember that going through my kids. The Johnny jump up was the same way. It always seemed like they'd go potty and I'd have a mess. Yeah, she's just smiling at me. Austin, he loved being in that Johnny jump up in the door for hours. So I just put a towel under him. Yeah, I have a door casing right there. Now I just need to find a Johnny jump up. And the last one that Douglas and Marissa had for Coda, every time they went up and down, squeak, 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 squeak went the spring. See, at least she's just laying here happy right now. I don't have any shirts to put on the back, so I have to use the enveloping, whatever we want to call that. So a fat quarter is all I'm using for the back. Because I didn't have any more shirts. I gotta go hunting for shirts this year for the back of pillows, because I'm gonna have to make some Easter ones. But the fat quarter so far is working. I'm using up fabric. That's the main thing. And yeah, that's the way Austin. Then when you tried getting him out of there when he was sleeping, he'd wake up and just want back in there. So we would just change the diaper and put him back in there. Hi, Arcella. Silly. That's like, Can't pronounce names. So now, being this isn't a directional snowflake, because no matter which way it goes, it's still a shamrock. I get to just add the pieces. Took a fat quarter, cut the salvage off, of course. And I just cut it in half, top stitch it back up. Now I just lay these on here, pin them well. Line it up. It's a shamrock for our St. Patrick's Day. Oh, it's like I have to have it. It's like pin on the wrong way. I just flip it over and do the pin. Just smooth it out. Make sure you get all the wrinkles out, even though you got room in your pillow to accept some. But right sides together. No, the poo pillow is up here still. It's still here. It's not going anywhere. I'm ordering me some new pillow forms. It's just I needed that board up here. And then again, you have to place these on top, pin it down, and then the overlap. It's like this one here, I overlapped wrong or cut the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter. I just have less overlap. The overlay of the two pieces. But I can always put whatever those plastic snaps are called. I can put a snap or two back there. No, my poo's going nowhere. It's my favorite pillow. See, it'll have a purple heart that can go right by it. So that should work out. So now I'm going to trim off these extra pieces that I have here. Evidently that was enough catnap for her. I might, Dorlin here. Okay. I was going to say, that must be Dorlin, because I Mike Dale. I remember his name. At least you have a backup. Hi, Lori. And now I just stitch around the whole outside edge, and then I go back and do a stitch that supposed to help prevent fraying. An overcast stitch or whatever they call that. Yes. Yes, you'd be good. What kind of ruler do I prefer? Minimal. I like the 12.5 by 12.5. The Creative Grid seems to be the one that slides the least. And I like to make sure, which we didn't know this before until Terry has a ruler. When I want to do the 45, I want my 45 to start in the corners. I don't want them to start a 1/2 inch over. I want them in the corners. It makes it easier. But it's like, I think it's 5.5 by 5.5, 4.5 by 6.5, 6.5 by 12.5, and then the 12.5 by 12.5. And then you always have to have one ruler that's at least 24. But I have Omni and Creative Grids. Well, the zippers on the project bags, it's like they are easy once you can figure it out. And then it depends on which project bag you want, because it's like, where's all my project bags here? Because like this project bag, Dorlin, the zipper's put on this piece and this piece before it's ever sewed together. And then I just had a fabric on each side of the zipper. So when I pulled them up, it hides any raw edge. Because I have all these project bags. And then the other ones, it's sewed on a little bit differently than that one. You like that bag? That's the Lori Holt. There's a whole panel of those bags. Let me get around this once. Or at least to the corner. But it come with several of them on the panel. And the zippers come, if you get the kit, it came with the instructions, the tabs. I made this one, 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 and one other one. It's a kit called what? Zippy Bags. Zippy Bag by Lori Holt. Hi, Gayla. This is the instructions. It's like, the thing I kept forgetting was to put these tabs. But the zippers come in. They came, and with the kit came this color. And so I just ordered more of these. They have the double zippers. And I figure I can match the colors up with other material. I want to make little bags for my grandkids for like when we travel. They can each have their own little snack bag in that. And I lined these, they wasn't lined, but on my tutorial for zippy bags, I did the lined ones and they have no raw edge here. The only raw edges is right here under the zipper. But it's like I have the raw edges aren't there. And then the other thing I didn't worry about is down here they have a cut line. I'm going to make one less seam. This was gifted to me, but I think she just come out with a new line of zippy bags. But they have, like, this one's got the pin cushions. This one's got all different. Happiness is bobbins, so sewing machines. This one's got the quilt block and then hand stitching. Another sewing machine one says sew on and so forth. And then this one here is the crocheted pattern. Yeah, zippy bag kits by Lori Holt. And then this one here has like cross stitches. And it has more hand stuff on it. And the other one is around here somewhere. It's got some things I've been putting in there. But it's like, it depends on what size you want. And then they're machine washable. So if you do get them dirty. And then the other project bags I have. Can't remember the gal's name. But these was it purchased at Shabby Fabrics. These have the vinyl windows. And I just washed them. But they have this specialty zipper here. And this zipper is like a big bias tape that's sewed on each side of the zipper. So when you open up this zipper, the other side looks just like the other side. It has the extra, the bias tape is sewed onto the zipper. See, it has the little raw edge of the zipper. And then I just serpentine stitch down it. These bags are a little more expensive. And these zippers are a little more expensive. But these only have the one-way zipper. But it's like, I use all this different stuff. Is it June Taylor? I think is what it is. But it's just, Shabby Fabrics has the project bags. But see, here's the other pillows I was talking about. I drew with a plate the arch I wanted. And then I just machine sewed. I figured out how I could continual line it across them. Yeah. My main thing is a small, what are those? 12.5 by 15, maybe, storage boxes. Or what they call they used to be scrapbooking boxes. They're like 13 by 13. Those hold 12.5-inch blocks beautifully. And they're plastic. And slide it up again. Yeah, slide it up. Yes, there's your ball. There's the ball. I have plastic boxes, the homemade totes. I have so many different things. The grandkids, when they come here, we have I call it the feed bucket with the stabilizer that pops back up into the flat shape. But they look like a bucket that you used to be able to put on the horse to feed them the greens. They have them. When we went to a baby shower, they grabbed toys from the house here and they put them in those buckets and then they took them down. You didn't have to worry about anybody getting hurt. Plus they had toys. They had some toys to play with because, you know, you got to entertain them kids at different functions like that. You're going to the quilt shop tomorrow? But I have them in. I made them trick or treat buckets with them also, with the glow in the dark fabric. I had fun doing that. Alani, she says her eyes glow. I says the eyes glow, the ghosts glow. There's several things that glow. If you want this perfectly straight and everything, it's like draw a line around here. I'm just winging it. Anybody wants to take a tape measure and see if the outsides measure right? Go for it. You're fine. You're fine. I'm not going to do the overcast stitch. I'll do that later. That's noisier. Because it's stitch, stitch, left, right. Stitch, stitch, left, right. But I can take the time to turn this one right side out and show you. What? You're fine. Yeah, what? Okay, you ready to turn it right side out? Yeah? Like, what? You're fine. I know. You're near your bottle time. But then after I overstitch it, I don't worry about making the corners out there perfectly square. Because it's like they're going to get knocked in and whatnot. You can pull it out, top stitch it. I just put it out as far as I can with my fingers. Hi, sweetheart. Just to make sure I know she's here, I guess. But I don't square off the corners. I just let it fill it naturally. Bless you. Bless you. And as quick as that, I have it ready to go on the pillow. And then it's the envelope type. And like I said, if it pooches here, I will just put one of those snaps in there. Because I did it the short way, the 18 rather than the 22 way. But when it's laying flat, it overlaps just fine. But there's another shamrock pillow. But both blocks are available on that website. One's a 1-page printout and one's a 2-page printout. You want to play with that? It's nice and bright. She likes the lime green colors in it. Hi, Mary Webb. Yeah, she's getting so cute. She's getting her personality. But this lime green that's in here really attracts her. See, she likes green, Terry. That and the Tutti Frutti. But it's like, I'll post that link again. And then, of course she does. Yeah. Her mama's the pink girl. So I'm hoping she goes to some other color. Like the green, because her daddy's a camouflage hunter. But she's going to test the pillow. She's going to try and chew on it. But there's a string right there. There. See? The pillow. Alani would probably use it as a sleeping bag for the dolls. She's starting to little bit in the dolls. But it's like, did everybody see Tutti Frutti with her borders on? I'll turn slowly. It's like, trying to do this all one-handed. She's got her borders on, and I think it helped finalize her. Yeah, I was gonna slowly, and then I'll tilt it. There's, oops. Turn off this bright light. There's Tutti Frutti with her borders. I just did a very 2-inch white, 2-inch color, and 2-inch white. And then when I get more caught up with different things, I will hand quilt her on my long arm with a ruler. Now she's about, yes, I'm quilting her myself because she will fit on my machine. She's 42 by 42, about 42 and a half. Oh, that dust. I can feel dust from cutting fabric. I try not cutting a whole lot when she's here because I figure it probably wouldn't help. If it affects me, it should affect her too. But it's just one of those things. She stares at all sorts of things. She loves that, staring at the elephant. Alani calls it rainbow. But it's like, I haven't decided if I was going to put Minky on the back or just keep her as a low hanging or a small throw, or, you know, haven't decided that part. I stare at it every day I'm in here. I will send you a picture, Terry. It just shows you what you can do. You don't have to follow the color themes. You know, just like if you find a quilt block, even like this one that's right there, that sweetheart, you can put a border around it and make a pillow. But it's like, I did leave her tail just brown with the orange end. But it's like, I did a few goof ups on the flowers on the wall to my, yeah, that's the pressed flowers from the Fat Quarter shop. It was a monthly thing last year. They sent one out in every so sampler box. They are available for purchase at $5 a piece. But I'll turn it that way for you so you can see a little bit more. But they want you to buy an extra yard of yardage, an extra yard to make these. I'm using the scraps from the flowers. And then the original ones was done in a reds. I did mine in miscellaneous. The Little Blossoms Fat Quarter bundle by Debbie Beads. And I had 21, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I didn't use 12 of them. So I'm going to cut these up into so wide of strips, and they're going to be the border, like the elephant's border. It's like, that's what I'm thinking. And then I thought, I have these pieces left. Oh, she's going to start her rocking. Then I'm going to make a flower with some stems, because I saved all 100 secondary cuts. 100 of them. Are you going to rock? Wait. And I have enough. I can put some fat quarters going up on the side of a green stem. And I can put a pinwheel up top as a flower. So I'm thinking about making at least 4 of them. 1 for each side. Or 2 for the sides and none for the top and bottom. I haven't decided 100% yet. But I have 100 secondary blocks. That's when you do like the corners of the flowers or these leaves. There's a piece left. As long as it was larger than a 2.5-inch piece, I saved them. And then you can go back and make like these little half square triangles. I'm going to put them up the side of a green piece. And I'm going to try to have them done by... No, the elephant is... Actually, I think I might hang her on my... Take the pictures that are on my wall and take it down. But she's going to travel a little bit like Ella did. But I have from this 1.5 inch. You can cut some 1.75 inch. There's some 2 inchers. There's Like this is a spare piece. I'm just going to cut these down, and these secondary cuts. I don't save the off of anything that's small because I don't need this tiny. Or the 3/4 inch. I got a 3/4. But see, I have my stems. And I figure I could just go up and put pinwheels and make them look like a flower. And just add another thing to the border rather than plain. But that's my thoughts and plans right now. I just noticed I have two. Because see, this was an extra block too. Yes. She has her fabric right here. You think she can see this color? Yep. Every time she gets another string started, I just give them a yank so she doesn't get no calorie fiber in her. But I put knots on there so I give her something to grab hold of. Okay. But she's getting too relaxed. They say primary colors are good for babies. Yeah. It's like I've used the pinwheels like here. These pinwheels are secondary cuts from right here. And that's the sweetheart block from patchworksquares.com. Patchworksquare.com. And then I just made more secondary ones. And then I made some big pinwheels in this one. And then this one down here, I used this block. I just made two more to add to that one. And then this one, I put them on point. So the square and the square effect. Just use your imagination. See what you can come up with. And it all works. And I have a lot of quilts that have the setting stones of the borders that are leftover secondary cuts. Or I call them secondary sews because it's like I don't want to waste the fabric. I can't see throwing some of them because the one is a 9-inch square that I had to do corner to corner just to use it once. So the other corner was all garbage, according to them. But it's like, no, I use as much as I can. Oh, Terry just had a video post adjusting the height. So we'll have to all go watch Terry. Yeah. But after she leaves tonight, I'll finish my... Yeah, I put these little pieces by project until the project's done. Because originally, the Tutti Frutti was just going to have... It was a charm pack. And it's like, no, that's too much. So I cut the charm pack down to 2 inches. 2.5 was too big. So I cut everything down to 2. Throw out that 1/2 inch that I wasted. But it's like, that's better than accustomed to the frame. Yeah. It's like, my frame is until I bought what they call the little buddy. My frame was to be used like the Grace frame, except for heavier duty. And it's like, and that's all batik still. Because Ella is batiks except for her tusks. Her tusks are just the off-white that I had. She likes being held, as you can tell, and rocking. And she's starting to do the more of the, when you have her to stand up, go down, stand up, go down. Do you have to make another elephant? If you want bright colored one, yeah. I had to make a few parts over because I didn't like the way they lined up in color. And I still see some parts I should have changed. But it's like, I should have did a color chart. If you're going to do it tutti frutti, color chart so their toes match. Because I thought I had my toes right, and it's like, whoa, I was wrong. 2 of them was supposed to be blue, and 1 was supposed to be pink, and it's orange, and the blue one that should have been blue is pink. But there's just some little things. But it's like, I don't care. I have 2 in living room and 1 in long arm room. Not. Yeah. Even my frame that I have, the little foot frame, it takes up like 4 by 6 foot of space. Short arm room. You're short of room. Yeah. Just Google it, Terry. It's a handy quilter. It's a little foot frame. It stands up regular. It looks like a regular long arm machine, just small. And then the little buddy give me the rolling effect. In other words, I had to clamp on just like you clamp on. I use that frame. Yes, I use that frame. That frame, when I bought it 5 years ago, was $750. No, the elephant is by Violet Craft. And if you get the download, this particular elephant is printed at 60% of the pattern size. She's supposed to be like 52 by 60 or something like that. This gal's like 34 by 36 or whatever it is. It's called the Littlefoot Frame by Handy Quilter, Terry. And then the little buddy is the system that goes on to make it be like a long arm, like the big boys. But I still have everything because I can slide my stuff down. Like if I free motion mine, I can use still. I can use it if I want to slide it down. I still have all my clamps. I have everything I need. All I'd have to do is just slide it down, undo the Velcro, move it down. Because my leader Velcro's on now. And I could move the leader down. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. But it's getting her time for her next bottle. Actually, she's overdue her next bottle by what time is it? 30 minutes. So she's been doing really good. Yeah, it's $12.95 now. And I thought, oh, wow. So I could secondary sell it and get my money back. Isn't that crazy? I could sell it used for $750 and make back what I paid for it. And then I didn't check the little buddy price. I paid $450 for the little buddy extension add-on. But it's like somebody said something the other day. if you got the bigger long arm, what would you do with your table? And I forget. Somebody says, would you give your old frame to Terry? It's like, it'd be quite the shipping. But it can, well, the back, because it has the back table, I could use it as a cutting table. Just have to, and then lay everything else. But again, the little buddy's $500. They didn't take that price up much. But the little buddy just makes it work just like a regular long arm. Yes, Sewing Machine Plus is where I actually ordered the little buddy from. My shop, again, if you, some quilt shops, they'll add the shipping onto it. And Sewing Machine Plus charges no extra for shipping. So when I went to get that little buddy, they wanted to add $75. Well, Terry, if you had the simple 16, you wouldn't have to master the stitches and that stuff. She's sucking her thumb. But it's like, because of it being stitch regulated. That is one thing about if you did go something like that. Even if you bought the next up, because Grace has a frame that's actual metal and all one unit. That, and then buy their inexpensive machine. But I think their inexpensive machine is more than I paid for mine. Refurbished machines, yeah. And there's a lot of machines out there, Jennifer. If you was to do, there are so many that are out there. Because there are people, there's a lot of people that started with what I have. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It's like the one gal, she couldn't afford the table. So she actually started with the Amari 18-inch, I think it was, on the little foot frame. Why buy such a big machine? And then she made small quilts for 1 year on it while she saved up her money to get the bigger table. And then they took the little foot frame in and they gave her, I think it was a $500 trade-in. And it's like, so she bought the bigger table. But it's just one of those things. I'd like to have the bigger table. I just got to do some calculating, measuring. But for right now, I don't have the space. I need to get all the stuff I have done first and then start refiguring. It's like, don't jump with big leaps and bounds. I started small and I could sell mine for the same I paid for it. There's quite a few people that say if I ever get rid of mine, they want it. But I think I'm going to just do the frame and not sell the machine itself because there's nothing wrong with it. If we had winters like this, I could put the whole thing in the side in my garage. I have a bay open. But quite a few of my quilting friends, they started with used machines that they found locally. If they accept returns and no shipping costs to buyer, I would try refurbished. Well, the refurbished, they come guaranteed, so I guess But I see so many of them on Marketplace. I see so many of them. But I haven't got, no one's put up a frame that I can use. No one's put a frame that I can use. I need to find some candy quilter person that went from their loft frame, 8-10 footer, and went up to a bigger one. But people are always upgrading. It's like, I might just sell my PC quilter. Doubt it, if I can put it back together. Yeah. There's a lot of people that want to do, because everything gets more expensive as we go. So more people are wanting to finish their own. Yeah. Don't blame you there, Jennifer. Because, some, like my machine, it's like you got to know, you got to research. If it's just to start with and see, it's like, who knows what you'll get. But this one says we're going to say goodbye so we can go get her fed and see everybody on Thursday. Say, I'll be here. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back on Thursday. Come join me. Okay. We're going to take the little one and go get her fed. Yes, we're going to get her fed and another nap. Okay, Joan says, see you Thursday. Bye, everybody.